Hello everybody. Lovely to see you all on the live, those I can see who are already here. Happy Tuesday. Has it been a good one? So I had my class this morning, got to hang out with Nikki and Chris a little bit longer, which was really nice. And what else have I done? I've come on here. Yeah, I've come on and I'm going to make cards. There we go. Right, let's get to it then. I'll show you what I've got on my desk. I did a little bit of pre-cutting, or pre-die cutting, not just cutting it. And I'll show you what I've done. I got out the leaves, the lovely fern leaf die set. So pretty. Oh dear, I think I've got a bit muddled up here with my dies, but I'll try and put some away. I don't get too muddled up. Oh, and my earpiece is down on the desk. Oh dear. Right, I'll put that down. So, how are you all? Hi Shaz, hi Lisa, hi Mindy, Patricia, Christine, Valerie, Liz. Hello. There we go. I'm just going to put these away before I get too muddled. So these are the dies that go with that pretty fern stamp set. And I've got some nice wee little tiny fern leaves, which are great for popping around other dies when you're doing a bit of die cutting. And there are also, yeah, there we go, that's the third one. So there's sort of like 3 rectangles in that set as well. And these dies are part of a really helpful little basic kind of shapes nesting set called Stylish Shapes. There we go. And this one's called Wild Ferns. Wild ferns. Okay, so last night I stamped this with you all, or all that were here, and I thought it would be fun to have a go making some cards from it. I have cut a few elements out. Look at that beautiful fern and some other bits and pieces. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to make just yet. Got these pretties. How cute is that? I'll grab out some coordinating pieces of cardstock in a minute, but I also pulled out some of this paper because I thought, there's my script. I know I was looking for a script stamp yesterday, but couldn't, I don't have one at the moment. And I thought, look at that. That goes real nice, doesn't it? Which I don't mind using, and this is Pebbled Path, this colour, and I did use that yesterday. So this is quite nice. What's on the back? Oh, those. Yeah, I'm not so bothered about that, so I don't mind covering that up. So maybe using that as a bit of background, and yeah. So let's get making. Good morning, Vicky. Hi, Debs. Janice, glad you're feeling better. Now, if Miss Jenny arrives here, my friend Jenny, it's her birthday today. But I'm not sure if she's in the chat yet. That might coax her out. Do please let us know if you're celebrating anything special. It's nice for us to be able to celebrate with you. We've celebrated all kinds of things on this channel, like births of children, grandbabies, nieces, nephews, retirement, holiday plans, all kinds of fun stuff. So yeah, do let us know. Good news. We love. I mean, we commiserate with the bad and we celebrate with the good. What's that verse in the Bible? It says, "Weep with those who weep, laugh with those who laugh, mourn with those who mourn." Anyway, I'm sure someone on the chat will tell me. But yeah, there's a verse that says about that. All right, I quite like the idea of that being the background. And I have here some nice frames that I thought it would be nice to put maybe some stamping into. So these frames measure 2 3/4. And oh, I was looking at yesterday, wasn't I, a way of cutting this up. Let's see if I can bring some of those templates back on before I cut it up. Let's just do a bit of auditioning again. Did we say 5? I remember us talking about number 5. The only problem is I've gone for squares on some of these. So well, you know what? I think I could just start on this side here. Let's cut that off. Hi, Janine. Oh, right now, tomorrow starts the bonus days. So if you're thinking of placing an order, just wait till tomorrow. Actually, in Australia, it's already tomorrow. But there we go. So South Pacific, you can place your orders to earn your bonus days coupons. So the bonus day coupon works by, what's this? Dark cake. Should I go for that? Oh, I might just go for a bit of bronze. The bonus day coupon works. Oh, let's get you back close down again. By when you shop, if you spend £45, basically every increment of £45, you get a coupon for £4.50. So you basically get 10%, a voucher for 10% of £4.50. And then in August, you can spend it. I like that. That's nice, I like that. Okay, let's see if I can cut another. So I want to get the eggs in. I like the eggs. So if I cut that off. Oh, Patricia. Ouch. You felt a pop and I'm a lot of pain on my right rib side. Ooh, I'd get yourself to a chiropractor. Go and sort that out. Get it popped back in. That doesn't sound healthy. What can you do? I would laugh at myself, but it hurts. I know that's the thing about damaging ribs. And I like a good laugh. I had a little chuckle earlier on Instagram, watching some funny reels. Who's seen the one about the dog that likes watching horse racing? Don't spoil it, alright? If you've seen it, you've seen it. If you've not seen it, you've not seen it. But I'm happy to put a link up. It's very entertaining. Oh, and then a friend of mine sent me a really good one this morning. I mean, this one I'll just tell you. It's very funny. So, mother says to her daughter something about something like, oh, like, I found out you know what God's name is. And the child's like, yeah, I know what God's name is. And the mum goes, well, what's God's name? And the child goes, it's Howard. She's like, Howard? He goes, what do you mean it's Howard? And the child goes, well, it's because our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. So I didn't quite say it right then. But basically she thought our Father who art in heaven was Howard. Lisa's seen it. Janine hasn't seen the dog. Anne's seen it. Okay. I don't know how easy it is to find it. I wonder if it's on YouTube. I'll have a look for you. Mind you, she did say it with an American accent. So I guess I need to tell that joke in American. Do you know God's name? Yes, it's Howard. Why's that? Our Father who art in heaven. There we go, see? That's a bit better. See, some jokes work better in American than they do in British. There we go. Now, why have I just... Oh, that's so naughty. I've just clicked on my Google Chrome, right? And it has opened up the front page. Rather than it being Google, it's opened up in Bing. Like, how on earth? I did not tell my Google Chrome to open up in Bing. Why is it doing that, and how do I get rid of it? I hate that when that happens. I chose Google Chrome because I want Google, not Bing. Ah! Sorry, first world problems, I know, but that annoys me so much when these companies foist themselves on you. Ah! Right, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find this video. Oh, it's 3 years old. It's really old. Okay, I'll send you guys a link now. Okay, bear with. Let me I've just got to get onto YouTube and YouTube Studio. Okay, this is pretty. I like this. So I do like these beautiful cut out leaves. Now they are super delicate. That's the only thing about these you're going to have to be aware of, is that they are very, very, very delicate. No, I think I might just move that over because all those leaves are kind of on that side, aren't they? So let's do that. Yeah, I like that. And then I also cut myself a little piece like this. So this could be the sentiment to pop on at some point. Or I do have a smaller one. Actually, I quite like that. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to turn my face away. How do I... Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Found it. And happy anniversary. You're cracking up at my Southern American. I know. I need to get in. I need to, work on. If I talk to somebody who's from the South for a little bit, I can really take it on. I need to practice. Yep. I'm pretty much a chameleon when it comes to accent, so I could, we've had Nikki and Chris hanging out with us for the last few days, so Tom and I have slowly become a little bit Australian. I think it was the same when Monica and Jerry visited as well. We all turned. So because my dad is from Kent, actually Chris is from Kent as well originally, and because there's actually a weird similarity, and it kind of makes sense because a lot of the Australians originally from the UK, a lot of the Brits that went to Australia, let me get my history correct, they were from Kent. And so sometimes when my dad talks, it's like I can hear the Australian accent, because the south of England accent has some similarities. And then when Chris was here, his accent was becoming more Kentish, and my Kentish accent was then becoming a little bit Australian. I don't think they would have realised, but anyway, Nikki's probably laughing at this now. She's watching this on the replay because she's probably asleep. Yes, I've got to channel Kim. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Oh, I feel like I'm crafting and like it's a Friday. I'm very chilled. So sorry I'm not going very fast. Do you want to turn the nest? Ooh, do I want to turn the nest? I might do. I'll have a look in a second. I think the eggs might fall out. Okay. I'll check. Can't have that, can we? You guys panicking, the eggs are going to fall out. I can see it now. That's funny. Happy now, everybody? Everyone's OCD was starting to come out. Can't have eggs falling out the nest. Scrambled eggs. Oh, just gonna do a little shout out for the what's it called? The flag album class. I can promise you it will be easier than the Painted Wishes class, because I think my mistake with the Painted Wishes class was I should have given you guys a bit of homework. I kind of wrongly assumed, because I based it on a kit that already existed, that somehow it would be less work. It's actually quite a lot of work. And so the flag album, yeah, is probably not going to be as taxing. So if you're still in recovery, which I know some of you are, from the Painted Wishes album class, yeah. Don't panic, but there's only 2 people signed up for it so far, so it's sort of running the risk of being certainly postponed. I'd hate to actually properly cancel it, so I'm hoping there'll be more people interested in doing it. But I don't really want to just run it for just 2 people. Thanks, Janine. Thanks, Mindy. Yes, I'm using Notes of Nature, which carried over. Thanks, Vicky. There we go. This is just pretty kind of fun and simple, isn't it? I like that. I like that. I'm just going to leave that aside for a second because I do want to add a sentiment later. But all right, so we've got another panel that's very similar here. But what we can do this time is go with putting some foliage on it in a slightly different way. So I'm wondering, these are so pretty. Or I could even, like, I don't necessarily even have to use these like this. I could cut these out. Here's my pokey tool. Oh, I like that. It's sort of, the fern kind of goes over and round and down. That's lovely. And then I could maybe do one like that. That's nice. It's so nice. That's so pretty. I like that. Okay, now I've got to make sure I stick that back as it was. So if I just move those out of the way for a second, let's get this stuck down. Definitely not for the faint-hearted. No. The spine did you in. You guys did it though. I'm very proud of you all. I think that was the thing that, yeah, that was the hardest part of it. Right. Stick a little bit of that there. Flip that round. This is an exercise in glue restraint, because you don't need loads and loads. I was planning to put it a bit further over, but I'm wondering whether just to have it quite central. And now I'm thinking, how on earth am I going to get a sentiment stamped on there? Oh. I might just cut out some words later. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. And before I do that, I'm going to stick this with dimensionals. Yeah, we've got a new release. Oh, can I see them? I'll be able to do, I tell you what I'll be able to do is a review of the new releases. I will do that at the end of this, or shall I do a new video? Right, you know what, I'm going to get a wriggle on and make these, and I am going to do a second video. My Ruth's honest take on the new online exclusives. Okay, so that will go on. That will go on there as well. Right. So now, let's see if we can work on 2 in one go. Now I think I might just cut that and have, let's do some that way. I'm just going to cut these down at the same width as my DSP. So that's 14. Is that right? Yeah, 14. So to get 3 out of here, cut that at 7. Now I'm wondering, what about using that to frame that one? Yes, that works well. And this one's got a bit of a boring area, so I might just use that could potentially hold the sentiment. That could work. I've got a little strip here I could use as I like the idea of having that there. Just cut that strip here. Stick that across there. It's quite handy because the DSP has got these grid lines on it, so it makes it really easy to follow. I like it when that happens. I'll put some glue on there. Oops. Right, my eggs are not falling out, so let's go with sticking that on. And I think dimensionals on the back of here. Now, if I knew that I was going to use this as a frame, I probably would have made a bit more effort to make sure my squares were a little better aligned, but I think it's good enough for this. So I'm going with it. And then I couldn't be bothered to get up to get pebbled parts, so I've just got basic grey. There we go. Little squidge of glue on there. There we go. And Bob's your mum's brother. Right, let's do this one. Okay, I'm going to stick. I'm just going to stick these directly on. Oh, I just realised I didn't stick that down yet, but that's okay. Stick that on there. I'll put that one on there. Let's do that. Rather a lot of glue going on there, but try and get that straight. Is that straight? That's straighter. Hi, Bev. Oh, wasn't concentrating. I was shaking the glue in the wrong direction. Okay. So, oh, that's going to go on there. Let's have a look if there is a... You are greatly appreciated. You are greatly... Although I think this would probably make quite a nice condolence card as well. From the from the Notes of Nature. It's the Notes of Nature DSP that carried into the annual catalogue from last year's mini. Nature's Sweetness, thank you. Sorry, not Notes of Nature. It's because I associate it with that stamp set, that's why. Right, we have got plenty of that one sheet wonder left over. And lots of little twiddly bits, so I'll save those for another day. I'll cut a couple more card bases with, but this time I'll go yeah, it is a tent fold, sorry, but a horizontal tent fold. Or a landscape tent fold. And then I'm going to stop the live and do another live doing a run through of the online exclusives that have just been released and are available to view in Europe, UK and South Pacific right now, but the Americans, you guys will just have to wait a little bit longer to be able to purchase. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Thank you, everybody. Well, you know, it's easy when you've got beautiful products to play with. And if you're new to card making and you're a little bit overwhelmed with seeing the amount of products I use on this channel, please get in touch. I'm happy to break it down into sort of bite-sized chunks of what I believe you'll need to have to start off with, and then But also find out what sort of card maker you are or what you'd like to create, so you can purchase wisely. I'm all about saving those pennies. Right, I stuck that one down already. Yay! Alright, so there we go. 4 cards using the Wild Ferns dies and the Basic Shapes one as well. So I've got that one, which is ready for a little sentiment as well. That one. Well, those came together fairly quick, although I did spend a few minutes cutting out some pieces before I came on live because I thought it might be a little tedious for you to watch. So there we go. And this is a message to all my viewers. You are greatly appreciated. So there we go. Right, thank you so much everybody, and I'll quickly just go over what I used. I did use basic grey ink to do the sentiment. Wild Ferns, that's the stamp set by the way, which I did use that stamp yesterday. So I didn't, yeah, it's not a case of just using the dies, but I did use that stamp yesterday, and there's some really lovely sentiments in that one. And the Wild Fern dies, so that's a bundle. So you save 10% by purchasing those two together. There's a code if you're putting it in manually, there's a code for the bundle, but if you're just shopping online, basically just make sure you're purchasing the 2 items and you save 10% doing it that way. And the other die set I used was this one here, Stylish Shapes, sorry, not Basic Shapes, Stylish Shapes. And that is a really, so for example, this is a die set. I would say if you're a beginner crafter, this is a really great one to have as a kind of go-to. It's useful for lots of stuff. And what else did I use? Wild Wheat cardstock. Love this colour. This one's called Wild Wheat, and I did use a little bit. Did I use any Pebbled Path? No, it was the basic beige I used. So basic beige and the Wild Wheat. Oh, a little bit of Pebbled Path there, and then the Nature Sweetness DSP. So there we have it. Right, thank you so much everybody. I know what, let's find out what your favourites. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So do let me know in the comments section as well if you're watching this afterwards. Thank you so much for coming by, and I'd appreciate you just letting me know which is your favourite there. And would you still term these as masculine cards? Are they masculine enough? So yeah, and what occasions would you use these for? So thank you everyone. Right, do stick around on my channel. I will go live like in less than 5 minutes. I'm going to go and do a run through of all the new online exclusive products that have just dropped. So I'm going to go do that now. Hello Heidi. Heidi, stick around on my channel. I'll be back. But I'll say goodbye for now, and again very, very soon. Thank you so much.